Today I'm going to make a video about being a twin flame. So for those of you that don't know what a twin flame is, just like, you know, a baby, it's an egg and it splits in two and that creates a twin. With twin flames, you are one soul that splits into two. You split into two beings, one that hosts a feminine energy and one that hosts a masculine energy. I'm not going to debate anybody or anything, but I know that there's like some new age stuff out there talking about you can be two males or you can be two females or you can be transgender. I don't know how the hell you're going to be transgender and be one from the get-go. Like, you're not even in your natural state. You can't, like, you need help. And the idea of being the same sex, it doesn't make any sense. The universe is a thing of balance. Masculine and masculine is like two negative energies or two positive energies. No, it needs to complement each other. Masculine must complement the feminine and vice versa. So it's a male and a female. It's different from being soulmates. You can have more than one soulmate. You can only have one twin flame, clearly, because you come from the same soul. That other person is the other half of you. So you can only have one. Everybody doesn't have one. That's another myth when they say that everybody has a twin flame. Some people are saying everybody has to meet their twin flame in order to ascend and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they're talking about. Everybody does not have one. For those of us that do have one, we have a purpose. And our purpose is not to simply make YouTube videos together. It's like, I'm not mocking anybody that does it. That's fine. But I know some people, like, that's what they think that it's about. It's not some new age thing. I've known about it since forever. Since I was a child, before I even knew what a twin flame was, I just simply would always, I remember saying it since I was a little girl, that somebody has the other half of me. And people thought, this girl, she don't know how to speak English right or something. Like I wasn't expressing myself properly, like I was using the wrong words, but I knew exactly what I was saying. And I've always known that somebody literally was holding the other half of me. And today, I still have not met him physically. However, I've been communicating with him on what we call telepathically since I was probably about 7 years old. And that's why I've always been very assured. I always recognize him. I know his true name. I don't know his name on this earth, you know, like what his birth parents might have named him. I don't know it. I know his true name, and that's what I call him. And he calls me by my true name, which I don't mention, but those are names. And we even can speak in another language that comes from where we come from. I won't speak on that either. But most people who are true twin flames, you will know that you are different from everybody else. Your recollection of who you are before you came here is very different. So I even remember when he left me and where we were at and how pissed I was and how I just felt like betrayed because I wanted to go together. So that being said, I know that he's older than me. And the time out there is different from time here. So what may have been, you know, like on Earth, maybe like, I don't know, milliseconds. Or there more like a millisecond, but here it's more like decades. I don't know exactly how old he is, but I know that he's more than a decade older than me. Maybe more. Other thing about his personality, I know that he can be serious. Strongly feel that he's a businessman. I even feel that he has a lot of money. Or that he's very smart, he's crafty, he's clever, he's innovative, but he keeps his high spirituality. He's just as high spiritually as I am, just as high vibrations. Except me, people read that from me. I don't want them to, they just do. People talk to me, they tell me their problems, they don't know me from a can of paint. They tell me the craziest stuff that I most of the time don't want to hear. Whereas him, I feel like he appears normal. Like you wouldn't expect him to be the person that he really is, with like really high vibrations and stuff like that. Mine are high. There's nothing I can do to lower them. It's always been that way. Never have not been that way. There's nothing I can do about it. For all of this, it's amusing to me to see. Before, I used to watch YouTube and just watch hair videos, and it was amazing to me when I started to get an urge to watch other things, and seeing all of this propaganda out there as far as the New Age community goes, how they try to market spirituality. For those of us that are spirit beings and we came here as spirit beings and we maintain that, there's nothing that you can do to break that. It's amusing, you know? It's like these people try to make philosophies and stuff about things that have no definition. They have no, I can't say they don't have meaning, they have a meaning, but they have no definition. Only the human brain tries to make everything logical and explain everything and try to make everything make sense. It doesn't, there are no answers. Your questions are infinite and so are the answers. So, you know what I mean? But it's like humans, they want to know. But us spirit beings, we know. We just know. And I've always just known that that's my other half right there. And I do kind of know what he looks like, but it's like when I see him in the spirit realm, or if I see him in a dream, which is still spirit realm, it's like I take my contacts out or something. I don't see him clearly. That sounds funny. But it's like I took my glasses off or I take my contacts out and things aren't quite clear. I can't make out his entire facial features, but I have a generalization of what he looks like. I know he's tall and he's, you know, I can tell that he's handsome. I can tell that he has, like, you know, really strong masculine presence. But I can't see him that clearly. I do see his smile very clearly. He just has just a brilliant, amazing smile. A lot of the time, for a long time actually, he appeared to me as being on fire. I mean, like a man on fire. Like, if I had to describe it, no kidding, he looked like Ghost Rider. Like, you know how in Ghost Rider, where it was like the skull and the flames inside? Except it's not necessarily, he's not bones, it's a person with flames inside. Like, skin and stuff is on him. He's just a fiery personality. That's the way I see him, as being highly fierce. And he's just older than me. He knows more than me. I see him as being someone that obviously I can learn from, because he's been here longer than me. On that note of him knowing more than me, and this sounds terrible to say, and I am kind of upset with him about it, but at the same time I'm not upset with him about it, because I understand. But recently he admitted to me the fact that he uses my body to carry the burdens. Because we are a union, because we are the same soul, we have a journey to complete together. In his mind, or in his thought process, he's going ahead of me, whether I liked it or not. And that's what he did. He went ahead of me, and he says that he's going ahead of me to prepare a way. And the only way that he could advance as quickly as he's done in such a little time is by dumping things on me. And so it's no surprise that I'm born being a Cancer with a rising Pisces sign, so I'm all water. I absorb shit. I'm all empath, I'm all spiritual all the time. I can't turn it off. It's not fun. People think that twin flame is like some lovey-dovey relationship and stuff. No, you will hate each other, and right now I feel quite hateful towards him because I'm suffering physically. I'm the type of twin flame that suffers physically from us being apart. If he's around me, and I know when he's around me, I know when he projects himself. So I know when he projects and he's sitting next to me on the couch or lying next to me in the bed, I know when he's there. So, and when I know when he's there, I feel soothed. I feel nothing. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud. There's nothing. There's no pain. There's no worries. There's no judgment. There's no negativity. There's no heaviness. There's nothing but just his love. Just nothing but unconditional. And I do mean unconditional. Like, people don't really understand the concept of unconditional love. You don't understand it. You just don't. To him, in his eyes, I'm perfect. There is no wrong that I could do. There is no one more beautiful than me. There's nobody more interested in him. Like, there's just me. I'm the only thing in the room to him when his spirit is around me. That's what I get from him. And I mean, clearly I obviously project the same things to him. I know where he lives at in my mind, but don't ask me the street. I know what his apartment looks like. Been in there and everything. Don't ask me where the hell it is. Don't ask me what state it's in or what country it's in. I have a feeling that he's not in the U.S. or not from the U.S. But it's really complex because it's like I know all of this and have yet to see his face. It's annoying. Or even know his name. I don't even know his name. It's upsetting to me. I mean, I know his true name, and that's wonderful to know his true name and stuff, but it's just like, damn, like, I can't wait any longer. I'm an impatient person as it is, so it really is hard for me because I'm such an empath, because I am so spiritual. It makes you emotional. It makes you not all the time able to control your emotions. And so for me, I deal with depression a lot. I can't say that I don't even know how to even put a time frame on it. I can't say that I probably go a week without crying. I have to, and I mean crying about him, not even crying about other things. Just, I can't go through a week without crying about him because I want to see him. My urge to see him, to have him, to touch him, to hug him, to kiss him, all of that is so intense that it feels like it's bursting out of my skin. Like, if I don't get this now, I mean, we all get cravings and stuff, but it's so intense that I feel like my heart's gonna stop if I don't get it. I have to like talk myself down from it, like step out of myself and turn around and look at myself in the face and say, hey, pipe down, like, you can't be acting like this. It feels that crazy. It feels that intense. So what it's gonna be like when we get together, I don't know. I don't know. I hope I just pipe down. But as for right now, I'm not happy about being whatever the word for it is. I don't know what the word is for it. Being a mule. That's what I feel like, being a mule. I have an autoimmune disease, which means my body is attacking itself. I'm not gonna put my whole medical history out there. There's something that I have to get surgery for. I have to take medicine. I get sick all the time. Then if you are, spiritual or spiritually awakened, you know that ascension has its own symptoms and its whole other thing aside from your own illnesses. And it's like I can't heal. And I know that I have to suffer through this. I know that once I meet him, that it's all over. The things that the doctors tell me I can't heal from, that there are no cures and all this other kind of stuff. You just need to do this. You just need to remove a body part. You just need to do this. I don't listen to them because I know that he's holding my healing in his hands. And so I push through every day, and it hurts. I get in pain a lot. I get upset. I get frustrated because I feel like it's not fair. I'm not about to cry now. I'm trying. I promise I'm not gonna cry right now. But I get upset because I feel like it's not fair, because I worked so hard to take the trash out of my life. I worked extremely hard to take the trash out, and that means people and, you know, relationships, whether they were family, whether they were friends. Just, I literally sucked all the poison out of my life that I could handle in one slurp. And it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy. And I did it in a short time. And now it's like I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for him. And I continue to do self-work. It never ends. You're never done fixing yourself, because that's what life is about bettering yourself and stuff like that. But for those of us who remember where we came from, or know that we came here with someone or to meet someone here, it's different when you know more. So it's hard for me to not get depressed. It's hard for me to keep my head up. So I guess I'm kind of making this video for other twin flames that are in my same situation, that have yet to meet their twin, but they know that they exist. Don't listen to what anybody else has to say. Only you know the truth. Only you know your truth. So keep your head up. It'll happen. It'll come.